New printer. All right, it's just, wow. Cables, where do they go in? I hope it's configured for my network. I just don't know where everything goes. I think tray, if there's a tray, it just goes there. I just don't know where.
Hey Justin, how's it going?
Well, I bought this printer from the big box store down the street, and I'm excited. It's a new printer. I just don't know how it goes.
Okay. Well, that was your first mistake, okay? It was not calling Applied Integration before you purchased a printer and brought it in and tried to hook it up on your network. So, I'll tell you what. Let's get rid of this stuff. And I'll show you the right way to do this. And I just happen to have a printer with us.
Oh, great.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to go through the very basic steps here. Unboxing your printer, taking out the packaging material, going through the whole process of setting up your printer. Now, when you buy from Applied Integration, we set it all up for you for the most part. So all you got to do is unbox it, go through some simple steps, plug it in, and you're good to go.
Great. So what's the first step?
Well, first we got to do is unbox it. So have you got your box cutter on you?
I do.
Good. Put the tape off very carefully. Try not to cut yourself.
Okay.
Now I'll help you with this part. You probably do want a little bit of an assistant with this. So let's go ahead and take out this package here. Now this is important. We'll talk about that in a minute. Those are your accessories, power cable and whatnot. So set those over there. Go ahead and take the packaging material off of the top. Now don't worry about that too much. Just throw that off to the side. Let's lift the printer out. I'll move the box out of the way for you. There you go. Let's turn it around so we can show the audience what's going on here. Go ahead and pull the skirt down around the side of the printer, and I'll also help you with that. Lift the printer out. Pull that top. Okay, so we start at the top here. We've got just the packaging material that's on here, the blue tape that holds the printer together as it comes from the factory, or in this case, as it came from Applied Integration. So take that off the top. That's really not that important. Now, if you do get confused about where all the packaging pieces are, this is your instruction manual. So it's pretty simple to read instructions that show every little part that's been taped down from the factory, but we'll set that aside for now. So let's go ahead and start at the top. Take off the top two blue straps there. Okay. You also have a couple in the front here that you're going to want to peel off. That one's inside the door. You can see how that comes out there.
Okay.
And then right on the back here, you've got two blue straps as well.
Okay.
All right. And then as you can see right here in the front on the tray, we've got one right in there that we want to pull out.
Okay.
Okay. Slide that tray back in. Okay. Now let's go over to the packaging materials. I'll show you what's in this important little bag. When you buy from Applied Integration, we include your blue patch cable. This is your network cable that will plug into the back of the printer.
Okay.
We also have your first toner cartridge that comes with the Oki. We'll talk about that in a second. We have your power cable, okay? And we also have a recycle bag for your toner cartridges and for the toner thing that comes in there. This is your instruction manual and your CD-ROM. We'll set that aside in a safe place, like maybe the manager's cabinet or in your drawer
Great
somewhere.
place to keep
so
that.
we don't lose it, okay? All right, so let's start from the top. Now, in order to open your Oki printer, you push this button here and it pops
one
up
right
in the
here?
top tray. Okay. Push that and lift up on the top. Now, there's two pieces in here that are very important. There's the entire drum assembly. This is your drum. Don't ever touch the back side of that drum. This drum has a 25,000 page life cycle, so what will happen is after about 25,000 pages, this may need to be replaced, this whole unit here. So let's pop that back in there. This here is just their cover that they use to cover from the factory. Go ahead and pull that off.
Okay, like this.
I'm going to let you do it because there's toner all over it and it makes a heck of a mess. So go ahead and pull that out carefully so you don't get toner all over
So I pull this forward like that.
Yep, pull that little tab and lift up on that.
Okay.
So be careful because that stuff's really nasty right there. Now that's what our little black bag is for here. So go ahead and throw that in here to keep that toner from getting all over you. Okay.
Now this is the toner cartridge you were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah, go ahead and slide that out and I'll explain what this is. This is just a sample cartridge from Oki Data. And the reason there's already toner in here is, of course, they tested at the factory. So they send you this little sample cartridge, which is only good for 2,000 pages. So if you print a lot, you're going to go through this really, really quickly. But we can go ahead and install this in the printer. What you'll do first is you'll peel off this white tab, which we're not going to do for the demo now. But you'll peel that off and set that down in there.
And which way does it go in?
Just like that, just like the way you took off the other piece.
Okay.
Slide that down in. And then what you'll do is you'll roll this little blue thing forward. It won't move now because the tape's still on there, but that'll roll forward and you can close the top of your tray.
Okay.
So let's pull that out for now, and I'll hold on to that. I'll get this back out. Put this back in while we're... Okay. So then let's flip the printer around to the backside and I'll show you where your connection points are going to be for your power cable and for your network cable.
Okay.
So let's grab the power cable. This is just like any other power cable you'll find with a monitor or your PC, and it plugs in right there. Of course, it goes off and plugs into your power strip. And then your blue patch cable, let's pull that out. That plugs in just like an old phone cord. It's going to plug in right here into that jack, and you want to push it all the way in here.
Clicks.
Listen to it snap. Yeah, exactly. All right, so then the other thing I want to show about your printer that's important is right here is the power switch. A lot of people plug in their new printer and it doesn't power up and they don't know what happened. So right here is your power switch, and then this is the switch where sometimes you may need to reset your printer or reboot it. Sometimes we'll tell you, hey, turn your printer off, turn it back on, and that will solve some of the print queue problems and things that happen on Windows networks.
Okay. So where does the paper go in this?
Paper goes in this tray here. Right there in your bottom tray, you can load up to 500 sheets in that tray.
Okay.
Okay, and these Okies also come with an expandable tray. You can get an extra tray in the bottom of it as well. So if you happen to have an Okie that has 2 of these, you can load them both up.
Okay.
And then clearing paper jams and such will happen back in here. So you can open up that back section, and then this is just the bottom back of the tray there. So anyways, so you're all set up and ready to go because it's already been staged with your IP address. You plug it in, you should be able to print. If you have any problems, you can always call us at Applied Integration at 801-266-4888.
Great. Thanks, Charlie.
No problem, Justin.